SoundHound absolutely crushed earnings and rallied in the after hours yesterday. This stock is going to run because they've raised their guidance for the entire outlook of 2025. Let's dive right in and talk about SoundHound and why you don't want to miss this opportunity before the big move. SoundHound reported earnings yesterday after hours with a Q4 non-GAAP net loss of 5 cents per share, negative 5 cents. The three analysts polled by FactSet on average expected an 8-cent loss, and others expected 9 cents. So SoundHound did beat the EPS estimate by about 50%. Revenue for the quarter ended December 31st was $34.5 million compared with $17.1 million just a year ago. Analysts expected $33.7 million and SoundHound reported $34.5 million. For 2025, the voice artificial intelligence company is projecting $157 million to $177 million. Analysts were looking for $165 million, so the guidance is up significantly. SoundHound shares were up nearly 12% in the after-hours session yesterday. SoundHound AI witnessed a remarkable surge in its stock price following the release of its fourth quarter financial results, which significantly exceeded analysts' expectations and prompted upward revision of its revenue forecast for the entire year coming up. The company reported an adjusted loss of 5 cents per share on a revenue of $34.5 million, surpassing the consensus, which was anticipated at a loss of 8 cents per share on a revenue of $33.7 million, like I said just a few seconds ago. I told you guys SoundHound would likely beat earnings, and on a non-adjusted basis, SoundHound recorded a loss of 69 cents per share, diverging from the expected loss of 10 cents. This quarter marked a notable improvement from the previous year when the company posted an adjusted loss of 4 cents per share on a revenue of $17.1 million. Chief Executive Kevin Mohajer, the CEO, hailed the results as record quarter, emphasizing its significance as the strongest in the company's history during an interview with Barron. Looking ahead, SoundHound revised its revenue projection for 2025 to a range of $157 million to $177 million, up from the prior estimate of $155 million to $175 million, aligning closely with Wall Street's expectations of $165.3 million. In response to the favorable financial news, SoundHound's shares soared by 13% to $10.44 in the after-hours trading. The company remains focused on developing innovative voice technology software, recently unveiling a groundbreaking in-vehicle voice commerce platform at the CES conference in Las Vegas. This platform enables users to place food orders conversationally from their vehicles, a feature the CEO describes as a monetizable moment. He explained that revenue sharing agreements with original equipment manufacturers, the OEMs, would incentivize car manufacturers to adopt their solution, while merchants would benefit from increased leads, creating a mutually beneficial flywheel effect that promises further growth. The enthusiasm surrounding the future of AI voice technology has propelled SoundHound stock to exceptional heights, with shares hitting a record closing high of $24.23 on December 26th, reflecting an astounding 836% increase in 2024. This optimism was further bolstered by an investment from industry leader NVIDIA. However, on February 14th, the stock experienced a 28% decline following a disclosure that NVIDIA had divested its shares in SoundHound. In response to the market's reaction, the CEO expressed that the drop might have been an overreaction, speculating that NVIDIA's investment strategy is less about holding public company shares and more about fostering an ecosystem and alliances. He noted that the benefits of NVIDIA's partnership with SoundHound have already been validated, suggesting a promising outlook for the company's future endeavors in the AI voice technology sector. I've explained to you guys before in videos, as well as my students in the Discord, that SoundHound is a good company. They would likely beat earnings, and the fact that NVIDIA divested their shares in SoundHound was kind of irrelevant because this happened back in October, and the stock did not go down until we found out. It was definitely an overreaction. And like the CEO said, NVIDIA investing and then divesting in SoundHound really isn't important because their original investment was more of creating an alliance with SoundHound SoundHound and validating SoundHound, which they've already done. This company is growing, and now that their future guidance for the year of 2025 has been raised, the stock is likely to start making its way back up again. So this is your chance to get in. And I'm explaining this to my students in Discord as well, teaching them how to invest in good companies and how to sell put options to get in at a discount, and SoundHound is no exception. If you want to learn my strategies that print me consistent profits every single week, I would love to help you. Guys can join my Discord, my one-on-one coaching and full training course at any time at investorcorey.com. The link's in the information box below. You can see the profits on the screen that my students have been consistently making even in a down market. Don't take my word for it. Let's take a listen to what my student Flute had to say. I am here with Flute Ramon, who has joined my Discord most recently. How you doing, Flute?
Thank you so much, Corey. These 6 weeks have been the best weeks of my life. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Flute.
I started during COVID because I'm a musician, and all my tour got canceled during COVID. And that's when I entered the stock market. And 2022, I think I came to options, and that's when I started losing a lot of money. And I lost a lot of money, like 90K or so.
What stood out to you most about me in comparison to anyone else?
Because I always liked the retirement strategy, and you had videos on SPY, how to retire with 10K. That was one of my goals. If I can make 10K a month. And then I was in the webinar. 15 minutes down the webinar, I saw the truth in you. When you spoke about your story, I could literally feel the truth. Then I just booked a call. I didn't wait for the webinar to get over. I found the earliest date available, booked the call. Without a mentor, I cannot win this game. I was almost this close to give it up and then focus on my music. I got lucky that I found you. Very nicely you teach it. You make it very simple, to the point. Those lesson modules are not lengthy, very, very concise. And I think even a high school student should understand all your lesson modules. They're simple, so good.
What are you up since joining? You've been in this program for 6 weeks. Year to date, you were at a negative like $90,000 loss, which I've helped you pull out of. Share your experience.
The truth is in the pudding. Why don't I share my screen? Do you see my year to date?
$51,000, 26% in 6 weeks is amazing. Yeah. And you were in the negative, from negative 30 all the way to positive 51 in 6 weeks.
There's one more thing which I did not add. Hold on. Look at this. This is also, I just switching from Schwab to Fidelity.
Even after all the losses, you've made almost 55,000 in 6 weeks.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing, Flute.
You changed my mindset, and I am not scared looking at red. And the lessons I've learned from you this past 6 weeks have been a transformative journey for me. I owe all this success to you. It's because of your mentorship. Night and day, I can see like how I was losing and how you changed me. Everything changed after that, after your mentorship.
So you heard what my student Flute had to say. If you want this to be your success story, I would love to help you as well. Whether you're just starting out, or maybe you've been in the market for a while and you're losing money and you want to turn that around, I would love to help you. You guys can go over to investwithcorey.com, click on training, and you'll be able to watch a video and book a call with my team and I so that I can help you achieve your goals. I look forward to seeing you very soon. It's what drives me every day, helping others just like yourself. So you can see right here, SoundHound has made its way up, but there's a lot of resistance in the $10, $50, and $11 range. This is the perfect opportunity to start selling put options because the stock is unlikely to break below $8 or $8.50. It's the perfect time to start selling $9 puts or even $8.50 puts going a month out. I prefer selling $9 puts at this time because if you can get 2 or 3 put contracts in a row, 2 or 3 weeks in a row, even if you got assigned at $9, your average price would be closer to $8. So this is the ultimate opportunity to make juicy premium on the put options. But also if you get put to stock, then it's not a big deal because at $8, it's a pretty good bargain considering this stock has already reached highs of $24 and will likely achieve that again this year due to the raised guidance, especially if PMI data next week comes back better with manufacturing and an improvement as well as services thereafter. And not only that, if every month PMI data gets better and the market overall gets better, higher going forward over the next few months. And SoundHound's next earnings is also good, and they beat the estimates. That, coupled with interest rates getting cut in the next few months as well, means SoundHound will actually have even stronger potential to go higher. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to SoundHound. We're going to sell puts. You're going to click on sell put. We're going to go to next week, and I'm looking for a $9 put. This is $86. Of course, the stock has went up a little bit, so the $9 put is going to be worth what the $8 put was worth, because this isn't taking into account after hours market movement in price. So we're going to be looking around $40 to $45 for a $9 put. By the time you guys see this video, it's going to be worth a little bit less, probably maybe $35. We're going to go out and we're going to sell these put options, or even $9.50 puts, which will be worth about $50 to $55 for next week. This will give us 50 cents of movement on the bottom, because the stock right now is 10.03, but I would prefer selling a $9 put for next week. This will allow you to generate about $35 by the time you watch this video. There we go. And if you were to sell 10 of these, you'd be able to make about $350 in a week, which is $1,400 a month. This is a very good return, because $700 is 10%. This is a 20% return per month, which is, like I said, really good. And if we put the stock at $9, this is okay, especially since we're collecting premium of $35 per 100 shares per week. So if we get assigned after 2 weeks, our average cost is actually going to be $8.30, which is really good, because we're collecting about $35, maybe $40 for every contract. This is the ultimate opportunity. However, you may not get assigned on these shares if the stock continues to go up. So if you want shares, it might be a good idea to buy the shares at 10 and then sell some puts at 9 to give you a break in the price. So if you really want the shares and don't want to miss the move, I recommend buying some shares and selling some puts. For example, if you want to buy 600 shares, instead buy 300 shares at $10 and sell 3 puts at $9. This will give you an average price of $9.50 minus the premium, which would be about $120 for 3 puts. So essentially, you're going to have an average cost of around $9.10, which is really good. This is how you can diversify your portfolio and also DCA the shares in case they drop. You're using puts to get in cheaper, and if the stock doesn't go down, you're getting free premium. Ultimately, like I said, SoundHound is a buy right now. I would be selling puts on it, DCAing your shares, but don't go over more than 10 to 15% in a position of your total portfolio, because this is not safe. You want to be no more than 10 to 15% of your portfolio in one stock, one sector, one strategy. So you got to keep that in mind when you're DCAing and buying shares or selling put options. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Don't forget, remember, if you want to join my one-on-one coaching, Discord, full training course, and surround yourself with like-minded students that are just like you so that I can help you grow your portfolio, you guys can do so at any time at investwithcorey.com. The link's in the information box below. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you guys want to see a video on SoFi, comment below and let me know. Also, comment below if you want to see my top 5 stock picks for March of 2025. I have identified 5 stocks that you need to get into right now. If you want to see that video, comment below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care of yourselves, fam.